La 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 la. Kannari na.
Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome for the online class of 8th standard. Today we are going to learn the lesson which we have continued in the previous class. We are discussing about the Indian civilization. So there in the previous class we have learned about the Harappan civilization. So where it was born and how the people in Harappan civilization they lived in a systematic sites, so that we have learned very clearly. So today in the class we are going to learn about one more civilization which took birth in India, so that is known as Vedic age. So let us study during the time of Vedic age how the people they have settled and how they have survived for a long time under the Vedic age, that we are going to learn very detailed. So the Vedic age begins from 1500 before Christ era to 700 before Christ era. Here BC means how you have to read. You have to consider B as a before, C means Christ era. So almost all before Christ era dates are going to be written not in a chronological order. It is written in reverse system of the numbers. So now we are going to study about this Vedic age people, how they came and they settled down in the India. So almost all the Vedic age people are considered as Aryans, because all the Vedas are written by the Aryans. Who were Aryans means they belong to the early Indo-European tribe of South Russia, so living in the Ural mountains, but later this tribal people group migrated for another part of the area in the east side. Some of them came for Central Asia. They settled in the Iran plateau and Punjab and Afghanistan. According to the Indian historian, his name known as a B.K. Ghosh, so he said that the culture which is built by the Vedas. So who understood about the Vedas? That all people are known as Aryans. Their culture is known as a Vedic culture. So this Vedic period we are going to divide into two groups. One is the early Vedic age and another one is a post Vedic age, where also known as Rig Veda period is known as a early Vedic age, which begins from 1500 before Christ era to 1000 before Christ era. And the second part of the Vedic age start from 1000 before Christ era to 700 before Christ era. And almost all the Vedas are not in a written form, this or that are in the oral form, but when man come to know the script and the writing art, thereafter all the oral sources were started to compile in a written form. But actually in the time of 1500 BC, so there was no unknown about the art of writing. Almost all the Vedas are going to be transferred from mouth to mouth, from person to person, so that later converted into the script. That information through history we are going to get. So my dear students, you know already the basic concept of the Vedas. How many Vedas are there? 4 Vedas. One is Rig Veda, second one is Sama Veda, third one is Yajur Veda, and the fourth one is Atharva Vedas. So almost all every Veda's completion of a nature of worship that are going to be used in a daily life. They are going to make yaga, the process of yagas, how it should be performed, and the black magic means something they are going to make a miracles using some kind of techniques, so that are well known for to the Vedic people. So these are all also called as Sammitis, and the text of Sammiti is called as a Brahmana, and Brahmanas are going to be giving instruction very detailed. That books are called as Aryanka and the Upanishads. So Aryankas are considered as super sensory instruction. How? Present example we can take: by touching the object of your mobile, suddenly the app, how it is going to open. That kind of a knowledge were also known for to the Vedic people. So that is called as a super sensory instructions. And almost all these super sensory instructions are going to be explained or known for only hermits. Hermits means in Kannada we are going to call Santaru, Sadhugulu, those who are going to make a long meditation and not living with the society, always making a prayer or something, they are going to think about the world. That kind of a peoples are called as a hermits, but they are not living in the village or a people around, they are going to live in the forest. And Upanishads are the reflection of discourse on philosophy. Upanishads means it is a very small proverb like giving hint of a life. So these are also been the intellectual maturity of the people of Vedic period, bringing a very long idea into a very small line. So like a proverb. So that kind of an art of making the words in a very limitation, they are called as a Upanishads. So in among the four Vedas, now we are going to study about the first Veda. It is called as Rig Veda. So Rig Veda is going to give the geographical and social situations of that time. Of that time means what time? 1500 BC to up to 1000 BC. And almost all the Rig Veda have 1028 suktas. Suktas means what here? Prayer songs. And every 1028 suktas further divided into 10 group. They are called as a mandalas. And all the mandalas are going to be compiled. They are called as a method of reciting the slokas or a suktas. The historians have described that every 10 mandala, all these 1028 suktas were not written at a time. There is a gap between one Veda to another Veda. How much time? 500 years. The language used in a Rig Veda is also very familiar for to the Indo-European people, and these people where to where extended means Rig Veda people where they have settled down in India, it is called as a Doab. Do you know the meaning of Doab? Doab means the land area between two rivers. So which are the two land areas? One, western part of Uttar Pradesh, and it extended from Kashmir to Sindh in the north boundaries. In between this area, the people who lived, they are called as a Rig Vedic people. That you have to keep in the mind. So my dear students, now we are going to study about the social system of Rig Vedic period. Almost all the people in this age, they are going to have a common living system. Aristocracy was there. Aristocracy means what? There was a king, and king under there was a priestly class. Priestly class are going to support for to the king, and common peoples are divided into some caste system. So that picture we are going to get from one of the information, a 10 mandala. It is called as Purusha Sukta. Probably during 1000 BC it belongs. According to the Rigvedic people, these peoples are considered having the four group of common people divided. So how they have divided means the God has created this people, Rigvedic people. He is known as a Adi Purusha. Those who came from the mouth of Adi Purusha, they are called as a Brahmins. ಅಂದರೆ ಆದಿಪುರುಷನ ಬಾಯಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದವರು ಯಾರು? ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಿನ್ಸ್. ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ದ ಶೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ವೇರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ಷತ್ರಿಯಾಸ್. ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ದ ಥೈಸ್ ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ವೈಶ್ಯಾಸ್. ಥೈಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೊಡೆ ಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದವರು ಯಾರು? ವೈಶ್ಯಾಸ್. and those who born from the feet, ಆದಿಪುರುಷನ ಕಾಲಿನಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದವರು ಯಾರು? ಶೂದ್ರಾಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೈಥಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಮೈಥಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ? ಪುರಾಣಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಸೊ 4 ಜನಾಂಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಆರ್ಯನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪುರುಷ ಸೂಕ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿತೀವಿ. And there is no mention of the word Varna here. In the later Vedas, the word Varna appears. And here Varna means what? A group of people, what they are going to follow the rituals, roles in the society, what they have performed, the lifestyle, it is called as a Varna. Understood? So the fourth Varna were considered a lost group of people in the Rig Veda. Later these people were started to been listening the words of other 3 group people. They are also called as Dasyu, Pani and Dasa. These are all Shudra Varna people. They do not have power of ruling. They want to listen to words to the Brahmins and the priest class and the Kshatriyas or Vaishyas. Aryans defeated these all tribal people, Dasa and Dasyu, made them to work as a slaves. Slaves andre enilli? Gulamaru. Whatever the Aryans accumulated the wealth during the time of battle, to use that wealth very properly or to organize that one properly, they used this tribal people called Dasyu, Pani, Dasa. Like this, the social system was there during the time of a Rig Veda period. The first 3 Varnas have right over expanding the agricultural lands. But the fourth Varna people do not have the power for getting the land for agricultural activity. I told you they have to work under the other 3 group of people. So this information we are going to get. And commonly the people have patriarchal family system. Patriarchal family means, do you know my dear students? Patriarchal family means where the father is head of the family. It is called as patriarchal family. During the time of Vedas also there is a dominancy of male in the society. Purushane ಮೇಲ್ವರ್ಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದವನಾಗಿದ್ದ. He is having the control over the family and the society. That clearance we are going to get. Now we are going to study about the economic system of the Rig Vedic period. Okay, my dear students, in a Rig Veda time, the people, they are not too much commercialized, because they have unity among those who lived in between the area of 2 rivers. It is called as a Doab. The main occupation of the Rig Vedic people were beginning was only a animal husbandry. Animal husbandry ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ? ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಸಾಕಾಣಿಕೆ. They are going to be considered who were rich in the society, means number of cows those who are going to have, they are called as a rich, because they do not have any permanent settlement. They are going to wander from one place to another place in searching of pastures for their animals. They have reared horses, camels, sheep. So these are all animals they are going to keep as a part of wealth. And later they also learn about the agriculture when they know the tool making skills. Before when they started to come to know the requirement of an animals need a pastures or a fodder, they started to settle on the bank of rivers. Then they come to know the use of an water to grow variety of a crops. Then they started to settle down on the bank of rivers, and commonly people started to make grazing around the areas of a rivers. And when they come to know the flooring method, using the grains and making as a powder, the flour mill started to be preparing by the stones. So they also come to know about one of the metal, it is called as a brass. It is an alloy metal, it is called ice. Through their reference they used the pots, and these pots were prepared by the stone, and the framework of that pots were kept in the carpentry work of a woods. So these are some kind of an information we are going to get. And most of the people they are professionally skilled, and the people who settle down later on the bank of rivers, I told you they started to make a cultivation and they started to use a land. The land what they use it is called as a kshetra, and what types of a crops they started to cultivate, it is called as a krishi. And people later during the time of 11th century they used some wood cups which were prepared by pulling the stones, and prepared a water wells, and they used the oxens, and they used the rope of a different kind of a ropes to pull the water cups into the river, and to lift that water into a broader canals. Like this they started to make the limitation of agriculture. Suppose if you have saw the Bahubali film, in that you can come to know how the people in the early days they started to use the rope and the stone cups and the woods for using the river water for agricultural activity. So not only that, the peoples also started to make underground grains to store. It is called as granaries. So granaries means what here? The storing of grains in the underground level, it is called as granaries. So godowns means it is a building. Granaries means keeping the grains without spoiling or without damaging for a long time. They started to make harvesting of granaries underground of the earth. This information we are going to get how the people economical activities started in the time of Rig Veda period. Now we are going to discuss about the political system. During the time of Rig Veda, the peoples are living in a village. It is called as a grama, and in a grama there was one head among the tribal people. He is called as a Rajan, and almost all the Rajan are having their own family members, or it is a clan, because the Rajan position is hereditary. Hereditary means what? Vamsha Paramparya. So there was two clans, one Turkish, they are called as a Puru, and another one is Sudas, they are from the Bharata clan as an example. And almost all these peoples are considered as Aryans. But the tribal people like Dasyu and Pani, they are called as non-Aryans, already I told you in the social system, they do not have a rights over the agriculture or a kshetra or a krushi. They have to work as a slaves under the other three upper group in the society, or they were Brahmins, Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas. And in the village, the peoples are going to assemble to listen towards the king Rajan. They are going to call as Sabha in Samitis. And I told you the Kshetra have only right to power for to the Kshatriya. And this Kshatriya is going to have a separate protection for his family and for his property. So he is appointing some soldiers. They are called as a Yodha, and they are going to give the gift for the soldiers as a salary. And some invention time, suppose I told you in the time of Rigvedic period what was the property for a Rajan, how much cattle he is going to have. A number of cattle base he is going to consider as a head of the village or a Rajan or a rich people. That was a property of in the time of Rigveda time. And these cattle base they are going to consider as an a rich. And sometime for increasing of a cattle also they are going to make an invention on the another tribal people group, and whatever they are going to occupy the cattle in the battles, that to look after they are going to appoint the slaves like a Dasyu and Pani. So like this information we are going to get the political activities of the Rigveda period. Okay, now we are going to study about the religious system of an Rigveda. So here the peoples almost all believed in the God, because there was more priestly class people supporting for to the Kshatriyas. I told you the priests who were conducting the yaga or yagna, they are called as a Hotur. During the time of yaga and yagna, they are going to make reciting of slokas. Reciting means what? Slokagalana so kanta ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. They are also going to drink the soma. They are going to drink a divine drinks. It is called as a soma. In Kannada it is called as somarasa. And they are going to be in worship the god in a idol. Idol ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪೂಜೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Almost all these idols are animals and some human symbols. Especially they are going to worship the god Shiva, Agni, Indra, Vishnu, Rudra and the Kshetrapati. In the plowing wood is called as a Devi Sita, and Vasutoshapati means a home or a house deity. Like this a different gods they are going to worship. And some of the Rajan means the king of an grama, he is going to make a Mahayagas. During that time they are going to make a animal sacrifice. ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? ಕೊಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. And almost all during the time of an Rigveda, shlokas are also going